as Argentina will get the game underway. The second cup semi-final between Argentina and the United States of America. Advantage to the Americans early on.
Just as we see the famous Pumas blue and white hoop jerseys here, I wonder if Coach Al Caravelli, the coach of the Americans, has done such a great job bringing this unit together. If there's any kind of tinge, his father, of course, a former Puma.
And Al himself represented Argentina at the Hong Kong Sevens. I think it was back, well, it was a few years ago by now, I should think.
But he may have that put well in the back of his mind as he watched his team here.
It's interesting seeing him speak to Duncan Forrest earlier on, and speaking in Spanish as well. Caravelli has the command of the language, and certainly got a command of tactics as well. It's interesting as well, Gareth, that the four sides that have reached the cup semi-finals are four nations that are very meticulous in their preparations, and they have analysts in the depths, in the bowels of the stadium here, looking at every minutiae, and Al Caravelli is certainly one for detail.
We've seen it, all these games are decided by a small play, a set piece of possession. Argentina with early possession here.
And we saw South Africa take a 12-0 advantage over England, but then come back strongly to recover. So you can never discount the opposition if they're behind on the scoreboard. But Argentina looking to get their cup semi-final underway here. We've had a minute and a half or so. Spread out wide to Martin Rodriguez. A little chip through from Gonzalez and Morosino. Santiago Gomez-Cora fails to gather. Could be a try here. I tell you what, Agustin Figueroa had to work hard for that. But it's been given, it's been awarded by referee Andrew Small. An untidy, a scrappy try, but they all count.
Exactly, it wasn't a classic with first blood to Figueroa and the Argentinians. It was Morosino, who I find, I would not like to be coaching him. Look, he puts it through on the left foot. In the end, I suppose it's a good decision because the Americans weren't able to deal with it as Kevin Swearing came across in the second effort, despite the stumble.
Yeah, Morosino, a touch of the Maradonas about him, isn't there?
Well, I've seen him do some brilliant things, and I've seen him do some shocking things. So
reminds you a little bit of Juan Martin Hernandez. Yes. The Pumas outside half a place with Stade Francais in Paris. The conversion is unsuccessful, but Argentina lead USA by 5 points to 0.
Well, Argentina acted to deflate marginally this American crowd that had dying for something to cheer on. They had a huge hit from Paul Emmerich, who has made his way into the starting side, not coming off the bench in this game.
Yeah, probably at the expense of Matt Hawkins, who was injured earlier on in the quarterfinals. Shalom Sumula.
Oh, another lucky bounce for the Pumas.
Backwards, then roll forward. Scrum down, white ball.
The sixth game in 2 days for these players, so the injuries do start to mount.
5 meters.
But to the tackling is a big element of the quarterfinal win for the Americans. Heavy hits, causing turnovers.
But this again is all part of the meticulous preparation, is it? The recovery is all important. 6 games in 3 days. It takes a lot out of these players. Saps the energy. And conditions underfoot, although they look fantastic from here, from the commentary position, but there's no give at all in this field.
No, we've got to the left of your screen the baseball diamond. The San Diego Padres has been resodded for this event, and it's a beautiful venue for rugby, and an honor in many ways for Rugby Sevens to be here in Petco Park in San Diego.
So kick for touch then from Nessim Malifa.
And just as we get the wide shot there, the field does run along the first baseline here where the Padres will be playing, and in fact the World Classic will be here, Baseball Classic.
We just saw there the old Western Metal Supply Company building, and it doesn't look out of place here at all. No. So it's a blend of the old and the new, and that's exactly what Al Caravelli has got in this young American side. But again, they lost possession, and away goes that's not Santiago, it's Gonzalo Camacho, I think it is. And there's the American try line in the background, and the USA having to rally the troops once again. Out the pass goes from Morosino, in at the corner. Santiago Gomez-Cora adds yet another notch to his belt, another try to his name, and the frustrations coming through from the Americans.
Well, interception, important interception. It was Gonzalez Camacho got his hand on it. Great ankle tap from the American covering. They weren't able to tie up the ball. Argentina getting the ball back at the breakdown, and despite a penalty advantage played by the referee, they got it wide right. And Cora has scored many of these on the tour, and he'll be delighted to contribute here. Only a minute and 40 to go in the first half. Good conversion as well.
Excellent conversion. Very difficult for a right-footed kicker, as you would know, Gareth, from the right-hand touchline.
The standard of drop kicking in the tournament has been very impressive, and is so key in these close matches. The extra 2 points to add to the try is often the difference.
Certainly is not so long ago. The kicking, it has to be said, was shocking, but every team now has been concentrating on the dropouts, the goal kicking as well, the kicking out of hand, and it's superb, it has to be said. And the difference between a very good team and a not so good team, if you like. 12 points to 0. Then where are the Americans going to get their score from? They need to get back into this match with less than a minute remaining of the first half. A place in the final itself for the first time ever beckons the Americans, but the Argentinians have it. They've been working very hard on their defensive patterns all week, and the decision making as well.
Yeah, Ruck, I called Ruck.
So a chance then for the US of A
Not through the gate.
with just over half a minute remaining. That's Duncan Forrester, the Argentinian coach.
He'll be concerned because his team was penalised by referee Andrew Small, the Englishman, at the ruck. Despite another interception, he was playing advantage from an Argentinian infringement.
So what can the Americans do here? On the ball is captain Chris Wiles. Certainly showed up well throughout this weekend. Some star players in the making here. Nessim Malifa, been very impressed by him.
Vantage blue.
Advantage Argentina. Amorosino, yeah, come and get it if you want it. Take it off me. So there goes the hooter. Chance, perhaps half a chance for the US of A. No, ball knocked forward, nudged forward as Andrew Small brings the first half to a close, and it's been all Argentina, 2 tries to the good. But as we know, Gareth, in sevens, that could all change in the second half.